The cellar smells of iodine, damp wool, and old fear. It clings to the walls, seeps into skin, settles in the lungs. Anna presses her back against the cold stone and listens to the war breathe above her. Artillery thuds like a failing heart. Dust drifts from the ceiling with each impact, settling in her hair, her eyelashes, the open collar of her nurse's coat. The coat is once white. Now it is the color of surrender. Around her, other women sit in silence. Nurses, once symbols of mercy, now prisoners waiting to be claimed. By the enemy, they were taught to fear more than death. Someone's hand shakes so violently the metal bedpan rattles. Another woman whispers a prayer, not to God, but to time. Please let this be over. Anna thinks of the stories. American soldiers with chewing gum and cold eyes, laughing, taking what they want. She has repeated the warning so often they feel like memories. A door creaks above. Boots, heavy, unhurried. Her pulse climbs into her throat. If they take us, a voice whispers in the dark. Barely sound at all. Ask them to do it quickly. Anna closes her eyes. The request forms in her chest before she can stop it. Please, do it. They are marched at dusk when the light is thin and uncertain, like mercy stretched too far. The nurses walk in a loose line, their shoes scraping broken glass and gravel, past buildings hollowed out like skulls. Curtains flutter where walls once stood. A piano lies on its side in the street, keys exposed, silent. Anna carries a small canvas bag. Inside it, a cracked comb, a photograph of her mother taken before hunger bent her spine, and her diary, thin, dangerous, alive. With every step, she expects a hand on her shoulder, a shove, laughter. None comes. The Americans walk beside them, not behind. One offers a cigarette to a nurse who stares at it as if it might explode. Another adjusts the strap of his rifle and hums something soft, almost cheerful. The sound is unbearable. Propaganda marches with Anna. She hears the voices from posters and radios. They will shame you. They will break you. She tightens her jaw until it aches. They pass fields untouched by shelling. Grass still green. A cow chews slowly, unconcerned. The sight hits harder than ruins. How can the world still be whole? That night, in a truck that smells of oil and bread, Anna writes by touch alone. We are alive. This feels wrong. I am afraid of what kindness might mean. The engine starts. Germany fades behind them, not with an explosion, but with silence. The camp does not look like a camp. Anna expects wire soaked in cruelty. Watchtowers heavy with rifles shouting that cuts skin. Instead, there are low wooden buildings, orderly paths, and lights that turn on before darkness fully arrives. As if night is something to be managed, not feared. She stops walking without meaning to. A soldier notices and waits. He does not shout. He does not push. He simply nods, patient, like a man waiting for a train. Inside the barracks, the air is warm. Too warm. The shock of it stings her eyes. A stove hums in the corner, alive and fed. On a table sit loaves of bread, whole loaves, their crusts cracked and fragrant. Someone has cut thick slices already, as if expecting them. One nurse begins to cry at the sight of soap. It lies in a neat row, white and heavy, smelling faintly of flowers. Real soap, not the chalky substitute they boiled at home. Anna's knees weaken. She grips the table to steady herself, her fingers sinking into the wood. This is a trick, someone whispers. But no one is watching them eat. No one is counting bites. That night, Anna writes, her pencil shaking. They have not touched us. I don't understand. I don't know which fear is worse, what we expected or this. The first crack in the story opens quietly. Morning arrives without shouting. That alone feels unnatural. Anna wakes to the smell of coffee, real coffee, bitter and dark, drifting through the barracks. For a moment, she thinks she is dreaming, back in a life that ended years ago. Then she sees the wooden walls, the folded blankets, the women rising slowly like survivors of a shared shipwreck. Breakfast waits on long tables, bowls of porridge thick with milk, bread still warm, butter, actual butter, pale and soft, melting at the edges. One nurse breaks down at the sight of sugar, her fingers hovering above it as if it might disappear if touched. Anna eats carefully, ashamed of her hunger. Each spoonful feels like betrayal. Somewhere in Germany, her mother is boiling potato peels. Somewhere, children are counting crumbs. The Americans do not rush them. One asks gently if anyone is ill. Another brings extra blankets without comment. Dignity is given the way water is given, quietly, without ceremony. Later, Anna glimpses the world beyond the fence. Roads without craters, Houses with windows intact. A child rides a bicycle laughing. Her chest tightens. That night, she writes, "Their kindness feels heavier than cruelty. I don't know how to carry it without breaking. The war does not end here. It changes shape and moves inside them." The letters arrive folded too neatly, as if order might soften their weight. Anna recognizes her mother's handwriting immediately. Thinner now, uncertain, each line leaning into the next as if seeking support. She reads slowly, tasting every word like something scarce. "The city is quieter," the letter says. "Not safer, just emptier. We trade soap for bread. I dream of eggs." Anna's throat tightens. She folds the paper and presses it to her chest, feeling the heat of her own body against news that is already cold. Around her, the nurses change in small ways. Shoulders straighten. Laughter appears, then vanishes when noticed. One woman begins practicing English words under her breath, shame blooming in her cheeks. Another refuses dessert, pushing the plate away with shaking hands, as if refusal might restore balance. The Americans smile. That is the cruelty. They ask about nursing, about wounds treated, lives saved. They do not ask about loyalty or guilt. They do not remind the women who they were supposed to be. At night, Anna stares at the ceiling and feels something eroding. Not fear, but certainty. She writes, "If monsters can be gentle, then what does that make us? What does that make me?" The propaganda does not shatter. It thins, and through it, a more dangerous truth begins to breathe. The announcement comes without drama. They are to be transferred. Home, some say. Processing, others whisper. The word future hangs in the air, unfamiliar and sharp. Anna packs slowly. Her bag is heavier now, soap wrapped in cloth, a tin of coffee saved from rations, letters tied with string, evidence. Proof that this place existed. That kindness crossed enemy lines. The nurses stand together one last time near the fence. No one touches it. Beyond, the American flag lifts in the wind, not triumphant, just present. A soldier approaches. He removes his helmet. His hair is flattened, ordinary. He thanks them. For their work, for surviving. Anna wants to say something, an apology. A confession, a truth, but nothing fits. As the truck pulls away, she looks back. The camp shrinks, then disappears behind trees in full leaf. Life continuing, unpunished. That night, she opens her diary for the final time. They did not do what we begged them to do. They gave us back our humanity instead. I don't know how to live with that. But I must. The war will end on paper. This is where it ends inside her.